Join me as we take a look at one of the most beautiful action figures of the year. Even if you don't want it, you're gonna be like, yep, gorgeous. However, the box is full of AI bullshit. How do you know? Well, you can just see it. Look at it. Look at the garbage shit that's happening in all of this section. It's very irritating because it's a nice box. There's a magnet in there, so they put a lot of time and effort into this. I'm still not totally convinced that this is an illustration and not AI because of all the garbage that's happening in here. Anyway, Fury Toys. Garbage box. And to continue the AI, we have it all over here on the sides as well. This is so frustrating because we clearly have artists that are doing packaging work because they have to be able to build all of this out. And then you have artists making the product. I mean, this isn't an AI generated figure, but the artwork is... Anyway, I'll move on. This isn't about AI. Yuck. Look at this guy. I mean, look. It's just... It's beautiful, and if you like the idea of like a wood statue version that looks like they have that as well, and I should have gotten that. This comes directly from Bombasby, so if you want one, obviously the link is down in the description. I mean, oh my god, look at how much stuff is in this box. I have to get back on the AI thing. This is why it upsets me, because you have artists from start to finish in this project, and then you put the item in a box with AI is really disrespectful to the sculptors and the painters and everybody involved in this. I can't wrap my head around that, and we've seen it before. Beast Deities does it with their stuff. Anyway, let's move on. We've got a lot of accessories. There's tons to look at here, so let's just get this big beautiful boy out of the way and start looking at all this stuff. There's so much happening here that is like add-ons and plug and play things that I don't really understand. I mean, you get this ink brush. I guess, you know, it's like a traditional thing like Sumier or something. You're painting and things. So I guess he's got this brush. No, it's his tail. I know. This is nice. As far as paint work and sculpt, this whole lion is absolutely incredible. This is the Azure Lion, I believe is his name. I mean, just look at the details here in his fur on the tip of his tail. We got this like metal piece here, a gold piece. Well, now I'm interested. I think that this brand is using the 5-axis machine work, and we'll see that in all of his armor. So you get this piece, which I think is like a mouth guard or something. That's kind of what it looks like. Of course, I have no clue. Maybe it goes on top of his head, actually. Why is there a sticker? Oh, it is a magnet. There's no instruction sheet. You also get 4 of these little ring pieces that came with these shoulder pieces. And so let's look at the detail here. I mean, look at... It's insane. I mean, I've seen stuff this nice before, so I'm not that surprised, I guess. But when I see things this nice, I'm just as impressed as I was last time. I guess that's what I'm figuring out. There's a little ball joint in here. I assume this is some sort of shoulder piece. It goes this way with the teeth down. Yes. So there you can see the eyes, the nose, and the mouth. But it had these pieces in that bag as if they were supposed to connect. There's just a lot of stuff that I am unaware of how it's supposed to connect, because this sword has real metal pieces, I think, hanging off of the back section. So let's dig in here and see if this is using that 5-axis machinery. This is what makes me believe that. Like the ornate patterns and things that are going on here at this scale is insane. This is the kind of stuff that I just chalk up to being like a work of art. This is absolutely stunning. The details and intricacy of everything is mind-blowing. I mean, just this piece alone is like worth buying. If they sold this sword by itself for other figures, it's worth buying. You get this little bone shard piece, which I have no clue what that's supposed to do. You get this little piece of leather strap that goes on to something. Again, another one of those I have no idea things. You get 2 little cover pieces that I assume, based on the holes that are on his front piece, that you can just kind of stick these wherever you want. So he's got holes here. He's got holes on the front portion. No, I thought these were holes. That's just the way he's designed. So he's got them here. I guess, is that what this is for? I assume so. I mean, you got that pattern. It's kind of matching there. I mean, we're 10 minutes in. We haven't even talked about the dude himself. We have 2 of these. So whatever this piece is, obviously just another add-on part to to amp up his design. The nub is on the outer side, so I guess this is supposed to go like up in from underneath somewhere back here. This is where the B-roll is going to come into play. Too many possibilities, folks. So even what I'm showing in the video is not the end all of this layout. You also get this gorgeous bowl with a little bit of red stuff dye at the bottom of it. That is, so he's clearly used this for something. All of the skulls and the ornate details here. How many times have I said ornate in this review? This is the most ornate figure I've ever had. Maybe that's the title. You get some optional hands here. I mean, Jesus Christ, these things are gorgeous. Look at that. Just the paint work alone is a lot of work, a lot of time, money to get these things to look like this. But then you have this gorgeous sculpt underneath that really just allows that paintwork to sing. So nice. I mean, this is like realistic looking. And then you get these small hands, which kind of look like if he had a pipe or something, he could hold that. But maybe he can hold the bowl with this? I don't know. These are very small, very specific types of hands that are very cool. You get a couple of kind of slashing or just holding hands. You get a couple gripping hands. Then you get these larger gripping hands that I think are going to be maybe even more bowl specific. So you can lock it in like that. So he's holding it, drinking from it. The blood of his enemies. I think Mad Hatter said that. So how original am I? I guess not. He also has this amazing looking cloak thing. Check this out. This is huge. It's a wire all the way down the sides, and then it's stained up because on purpose. Because obviously he's living in this thing and it's weathered from battle. It's a really unique piece, built like this, but I think it's just like a shoulder mounted option. So you just go on like one side or maybe just on his back. He's got this long handle piece, which I think is just ultimately to swap out the sword design. So if you like this and you want to give him some options, pull the handle out. That is it's so awesome. Oh my god. It does really make me want that other version just for like a statue-esque design. This is the alternate face that's in the box. I mean, the paintwork alone is just over the top. Incredible. And the colors as well are just absolutely stunning. Like, this is a great combination of colors, like very earthy tones of this like kind of gold to red to blue, very complementary. And then the head that is on by default, look at that. So intimidating. He's kind of got looking at you from under his brow. It's so cool. He's got the snarl going on. Look at the details of the teeth. Wow. Unbelievable. I mean, this is just such a well done figure. I wish that the box art was more respectful of this guy, because this is a work of art. And it's like, it genuinely, to me, is statue quality product. I mean, just look at the details of this. All the fur and the paintwork is in the fur for the depth and stuff. The highlights, lowlights. This is so good. He's got more soft goods with a wire in there, so you can definitely have this dude in some really awesome poses. A lot of moving parts here. So you've got these flaps with the cloth that have the armor parts sewn on so they don't lock him down for articulation. Really well done. I assume you could probably try to take him apart and get some of these parts off if you wanted to, but I mean, this is what makes him so stunning, is all of this stuff. This is really, really well done. It's like all I'm gonna do is compliment the entire review. This piece of rope with the other piece hanging down off of it. I mean, it's just never ending. This is one of those figures that when you get them, you can't stop looking at all of the crazy detail work throughout the whole thing. So well done. Fury Toys, a name to remember most certainly. This guy is an absolute legend among legends. Look at him. This is somebody you could fight with your Legend of Zelda stuff. You could definitely put your Elden Ring or Demon Souls figures against this guy. Or, of course, you could put your Mythic Legions against these things. But look at, you could take all this armor off and just have like a badass dude under there. So he has a magnet on his chest piece. So it's actually, there's like that sticker. I don't know why this is the case. I'm gonna have to obviously look up some images and see what the heck I'm supposed to do with all of these parts. A lot of layers through the head to give him that depth and allow for some crazy, I mean, look at his whole head can spin all the way around. I think we're gonna have limitations because of how much hair is on him, but even still, he can look straight down. You can push everything back and have a pretty decent upward angle. So if, I don't know, who's going to be towering above this guy? Nobody, but you can still get some decent range out of it. You can push all of this stuff to the side. So we still haven't even rotated the back of the head. This is just between the 3 layers here, how much we can get from side to side. This is crazy. Definitely unexpected to have that much range in such a big furry headed guy. Okay, so the whole head is on like a sort of like swivel disc hinge. I'm just gonna say different types of words. Look at how much range is in there. Oh my God. The shoulders, he actually has butterfly joints. Look at how massive that is. These huge joints, man. They go way up. This is crazy. Bicep swivel. Look at the elbow on top of all that. Good God. And then a kind of unique ball peg system for the hands, which I don't know. It does seem like it might get a little loose over time. Like just, you get really good range. I do like that this is cut out down here so you can still get his arms to like relax against his side as a natural pose. Look at how far these shoulders go out. So much so that now you can see all of the coloring and sculpt that still was inside of his body. Look at that, it's crazy. So he can definitely get in and hold up somebody if you need him to. Those butterfly joints are definitely doing the work. I mean, look at how far back they go. So this is gonna be awesome to have in some like really intimidating dynamic poses. He's got this huge cut in the body. Look at how much movement is in there. Leans back, crunches just a bit, so not a ton, and especially because of this waist piece, but I think if we got rid of that, we'd probably get even more. Leg goes up way more than you would expect. I mean, he's got perfect splits. Look at all the ball joints and things happening there on the inner side. So you have, well, the leg came off, but we'll get it back on. I just figured this actually might make the most sense. It's really tight around this thigh swivel, but it's definitely, there's definitely something there. It's just not doing anything. Double jointed knees. There's no swivel down the leg. That's okay. There's actually an ankle swivel and then another joint there on the like kind of rear animal ankle. And then this joint on the toe, which is crazy. This guy's gonna be able to crouch really well. Look at that. So he actually does have drop down hips on top of all of that. I cannot guarantee that that thigh is supposed to swivel, but it looks like it would. Well, there you have it, folks. This is without a doubt one of the most beautiful figures I've reviewed all year long, just because of the sculpt, the paintwork, and everything. Even if this isn't something that you're into, I think you gotta admit that this thing is an absolute work of art. And it really does go in line with a lot of figures, especially anybody that's, you know, you got mythic style creatures or figures like Mythic Legions, or you have Link from Zelda. What a work of art. Anyway, if you enjoyed this and you want to see some more beautiful things get reviewed on this channel, then be sure to click that link right there. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.